the relationship like between traditional and digital media? Specifically the scenes towards the end where Agatha and Norman were, Agatha was all electric and the witch faced the sky. It seemed like it was pretty CG heavy, but did you treat any of that traditionally?
It was all designed conventionally, to the extent where it was all actually built conventionally in the first place, so we would do some 2D work. But that storm, we built it, Nelson and his team built that storm out of like tool, like ballerina dresses, and someone rigged it, and Tristan lit it, and we kind of photographed it. And so that's not the final result, but that's where we started, So we all stood around and looked at the storm in the studio, and Brian Van Toller, the VFX supervisor, took everything from that. And the same with the Aggie Ghost at the end, it was all Nelson. Not just one version, but like many versions. There was hair was made out of hot glue originally, or blown ink on paper, or cut out, or etched, laser cut. So yeah, it's very tactile, very hands-on design, 3D design process. And then okay, we went to the VFX guys.
Don't laugh like that.
Best of both worlds,
We weren't militant purists about anything. I think, in the end you want to get the best image on the screen, and so you use whatever technique is at your hands. And I think it's easy to think of stop motion as this historical novelty that's untouchable. And what makes stop motion beautiful is the handmade quality. I'd say that over 90% of this movie remains, handmade. Wherever possible, we would have puppets interacting and then augment it with CG. So our approach was still to maintain what makes this medium fantastic in the first place, but not to limit ourselves to what people have in the past.
We have another question. Everyone in the back row is really eager.
First, congratulations on building the movie. And second, you were saying that it took over 10 years in pre-production before you actually got to get the green light to start producing, right?
Oh, that sounds so sad.
Well, you can definitely see why. It's a very unique, story where you're talking about scary stuff, you're talking about death, and it's for kids. So I wanted to see if there were any bumps in the road, and to pitching this thing to get it green lit, and if so, how did you overcome them?
I honestly do not believe this project would have been made as it is anywhere else but Leica. I think Leica is a uniquely brave studio. We have as our CEO, and on this movie the producer and lead animator, a man, Travis Knight, who is very passionate about the medium. And what he wants to do with Leica is tell stories that no one else will tell. From my point of view, this is like a pipe dream, It's like I was working on a movie, I presented a script. Not only did they like it and champion it, they said they greenlit it, but then they asked me to direct it, and they said, you're the only one who's going to write this as well. That doesn't happen anywhere. So I'm happy that this place exists. I'm happy that it is a place that is bold and has the strength of its convictions. But it is really down to the studio. I at no point were we ever faced with executives saying this is not what Middle America wants. In fact, I'd say it's just the opposite. We're encouraged to be bold.